you. All right, Bruce Bauman here on the 11th of the month action at the World Trade Center downtown. We just happened to stumble along a Liberty legend here, right here. Adam Kokesh, how you doing?
Outstanding.
Outstanding. It's great to finally meet you. I know when I deleted my Facebook, he gave me wise words to just be brave and keep my Facebook and just get the message out there. And you never know, maybe I'll be back on there someday because of wise words I learned. But hey, what's going on with you these days, Adam? What's new and what are you looking to plan on in the future here? What's big?
Well, as you know, with Veterans for Ron Paul, we're working on marching on the RNC and making it clear that if the Republican Party nominates anyone who doesn't just so happen to have more campaign contributions from active duty troops than all other candidates combined, that they are the Henry Kissingers of the government, of the world, the people who said, or like Kissinger, Secretary of State, said military men are dumb animals to be used as pawns in our foreign policy. And to see that everybody but Ron Paul, who's running for president, wants to keep marijuana illegal despite the fact that it's the best treatment for post-traumatic stress disorder, and we have 18 veterans a day committing suicide, and it's not because of some random health thing, it's because of PTSD and the fact that they are given pharmaceuticals from the VA that are designed to line the pockets of the pharmaceutical industries rather than keep the veterans healthy. I mean, for me, when I went to the VA and told them I was having trouble sleeping, I got 5 prescriptions, 3 of which had suicide listed as a side effect. And
just don't read those. Don't worry, everything's fine.
Don't read the fine print, whatever you do.
Cool.
And that they want to keep marijuana illegal, that they want to make veterans treating themselves criminals, that they want to keep the wars going, that they want to keep having this really principled debate between whether we should have 100,000 troops or 130,000 troops in Afghanistan, as opposed to having a clear moral imperative, as we are calling for as Veterans for Ron Paul, as we see in him. So that's really important. But for me, I've got a bunch of things going on with my operation with AdamVersusTheMan.com.
Bam! Follow him on Twitter.
And we're looking to expand our production to a 20-minute nightly newscast that we're going to be launching in about a month. I'm auditioning writers right now. It's really exciting to see how many people are looking for an opportunity like this. And it's, we're bringing on a bunch of interns right now. The entire operation is me and one other guy, and I do pretty much everything in production myself. So I'm really excited to be getting some help
with this fine camera right here. Oh yeah.
But there's it's such a shitty job market right now. There are so many really overqualified people working, for lack of a better term, schmuck jobs, going, how the heck do I get out of this rut? How do I create an opportunity for myself? And they're looking for anything to get another bullet point on their resume other than what they're doing right now.
Serving.
So we have a lot of people that are looking to come on board with Adam versus the Man as we expand our operations. So that's really exciting. But let me just say, if you're in that position, if you're a young person and you've got a college degree and you're not putting it to use for anything and you're waiting for that corporate job to come along, don't wait for it. Find something for yourself. And I'm really excited with my media operation. We added a podcast a month and a half ago, and that's going really well. And we're adding a store and doing a bunch of other things, expanding our operation. But I'm really excited to be able to provide an opportunity for so many people. Like, hey, come work for me for free, and you get the experience. But don't wait for me even. Don't wait for something like that. If you're in that position, take those skills and start doing what you want to do and create a job for yourself, and hopefully, work it up to something that's profitable and find a way to do what you love and do it in a sustainable way. That's how I got to where I am today. When my TV show got canceled, I didn't shut up and go away. In the age of the internet, if you're going to be speaking out, if you're going to be a media producer, the future is in independence, not in being a part of a network or some conglomerate that's going to control what you say.
The future right now is all in these people's hands right here, and we're waiting on the next leaders, and each person has to be the leader. That's why we are the change, because each person has to be the change. So Adam's doing a great job. He's just one guy. He needs a whole bunch of an army of just like him, just like each and every one of us.
It's not my need, man. I got everything I need.
Yeah,
but it's about a leaderless movement. It's not about being having someone in charge or taking charge or telling other people what to do. It's about inspiring each other and building a leaderless resistance where we are giving a gift to each other when we share the message. We are sharing a gift of liberty with the world when we share this message, because being libertarian makes your life better. When you get to live like government doesn't exist, not only do you get to see through the propaganda that is literally a threat to your life when they tell you that the TSA is keeping you safe and the FDA is making sure that all your food is clean and healthy and all the drugs
Don't
are
read
good
the
for you,
labels, though.
and that the police forces on the streets of America only care about keeping you safe. You know, I mean, if you can just seeing through all that in and of itself provides you with, you know, slightly higher survival odds, but
It's kind of like the light. You get the light once you see it. Yeah, right.
But embracing the message, living free, living like government doesn't exist, it's empowering, it's liberating, and not in a practical sense, in a spiritual sense.
Absolutely.
It is liberating. And what we are sharing with the world as a message is a gift, and we need to embrace that and really maintain that positive attitude in our activism, because it's so easy to see this.
You gotta stay with the love, and a lot of times when we're doing a lot of street actions, and you're always getting too fiery, and you guys gotta look for the truth, and you gotta find answers. And you know, we've all been a heavy dose with Alex Jones, and you know, and the fear mongering. But we've got to make sure to keep it with the love and keep it. You know, we're all just one, and we're just all one living organism. This whole universe is just one living organism, so we're all just part of it. And so, well, I just kind of ended up with you. You're going to be back out in Colorado out in July for the Mountain Hours. They're going to have a little event out in Breckenridge. And so if you wanted to just comment on just like a little bit of that, local currencies and how we can kind of fight through that avenue as the best way to you know, fight back at the New World Order banksters.
Absolutely. Well, I'm really excited to be coming out around Independence Day for covering Mountain Hours here and a local currency effort. But right now I'm here in Colorado and Denver supporting Tisha Cassida, an independent running for Congress. Tisha Cassida, is it for Congress.com? Tisha Cassida, look her up. She's a great candidate. And you know, I think it's really important not just to create these alternative systems of currency, because obviously barter is a way to opt out of paying the inflation tax, and that's huge. That is huge. I mean, you still pay it at the gas pump, but anything you can do to create systems outside of government that supplant these systems that we or prior generations have been convinced government is necessary for, with the free market, with free exchange, outside of government, we're creating all the things that are going to render government obsolete. You know, Bitcoin, local currency, all these things that take the power away from the government to print money. They're controlling just that much, little less of the economy when they print money, when we've been able to separate ourselves from the dollar system as much as we practically can. But also in growing your own food, in living independently, and not relying on the police to provide for your own safety, you know, being security conscious, and taking that upon yourself to be not just enjoying individual freedom, but personal responsibility. All of those things, you know, in the general category of agorism, of using the market to render government obsolete, are incredibly important. And obviously in the media, you know, if you understand how the media is controlled by government, simply opting out of the mainstream, unplugging, is a huge way to end that monopoly on information.
All right. Well, we'll be back here probably with you in July. I hope to get in touch again, and hopefully we'll have an event planned. I know him and I were talking about a little bit of an event getting planned for February. Keep your eyes open for that, and keep your eyes open for more from We Are Change Colorado. Thanks a lot.